Standard penetration test.
The standard penetration test is the in situ dynamic penetration test designed to provide information on the geotechnical engineering properties of soil. The test will measure the resistance of the soil strata to the penetration undergone. My group mates will discuss the tools and procedures on how to conduct the standard penetration test.
So good day everyone. For today's video, I'm going to discuss the standard penetration test tools. The first tool is the drilling rig. A drilling rig is an integrated system that drills wells, such as oil or water wells, in the Earth's subsurface. The term rig, therefore, generally refers to the complex equipment that is used to penetrate the surface of the Earth's crust. A drilling rig is a machine that makes a hole in the Earth's surface. The drilling rig can be very big structures that holds equipment that is used to make water wells, natural gas extraction wells, or oil wells. Second is split spoon tube. The split spoon sampler is a tube split into two equal halves lengthwise. It is what cuts into the soil and provides the sample that goes up in the tube. At the other end of the tube, it is a coupling that allows it to connect to the drilling rod. Once a sample is taken, the operator removes the end from the tube. The split spoon sampler is a tube split into equal bulbs lengthwise that represent can be taken and put into containers or shipping to lab for analysis, observed on field tested in a field, or discarded in a proper waste container if not warranted for the investigation. A third is the drop hammer or raw hammer. Raw hammer, also written as raw hammer, is a security exploit that takes advantage of an unintended and undesirable side effect in dynamic random access memory or DRAM, in which memory cells leak their charges by interactions between themselves, possibly leaking or changing the content of nearby memory raw that were not. The raw hammer flaw allows memory manipulation to be used by malicious actors to extract data such as password from vulnerable system. That flaws has been detected in DDR3 and DDR4 or DRAM chips, and when combined with the other attacks, and it can be used to access the content of memory on system using vulnerable chips. Driving head or anvil. The driving head protects the internal thread and the top of the earth rod from damage when being driven into the ground. Driving heads for installing earth rods. Driving heads for installing earth rod. Driving heads used when installing earth rods. The steel driving heads protect the internal thread on the top of the solid copper earth rod from damage when being driven into the ground is to form an essential component of the overall earthing and lightning protection system. The driving heads are manufactured from high quality and durable steel, hand installed without a requirements for specialist tooling. Guiding rod. A guiding rod, a heavy drill rod coupled to an having the same diameter as a core barrel on which it is used. It gives additional rigidity to the core barrel and helps to prevent deflection of the bore hole. Also called core barrel rod, oversized rod. A heavy rod coupled to and having the same diameter as a core barrel on which it is used give additional rigidity to the core barrel that helps to prevent deflections of the borehole, and also known as core barrel rod, oversized rod. Tripod. A tripod is a portable three-leg frame or stand used as a platform for supporting the weight and maintaining the stability of some other object. A tripod provides stability against downwards forces and horizontal forces and movement about horizontal axes. Tripod also are used for both motion and still photography to prevent camera movement and provide stability. They are especially necessary when slow speed exposure of being made or when telephoto lenses are used for any camera shake while shutter and will produce a blurred image. Extension rods. So extension rods allows you to drop a fan farther from the ceiling than the standard rod it comes with allows. A couple of measurements that are used to be aware of include your ceiling height floor to ceiling. The extension rod telescope up to 30 in length, enabling you to shoot from different angles. The gimbal connects to the extension rod without any cables connecting to the electronic and the gimbal, after which the bottom's extension rod can be used to connect gimbals.
So good day, sir, and good day, classmate. And now I'm gonna discuss the procedure of the standard penetration test. So the first procedure is identify the location of the testing in the field. Erect the tripod such that the top of the tripod head is centrally located over the testing spot. This can be reasonably ensured by passing a rope over the pulley connected to the tripod head and making the free end of the rope to come down and adjusting the tripod legs such that the rope ends is at the testing spot. While erecting and adjusting the tripod legs, care should be taken to see that the load is uniformly distributed over the three legs. This can be achieved by ensuring the lines joining the tips of the tripod legs on the ground from an equilateral triangle. Further, it should be ensured that the three legs of the tripod are firmly supported on the triangle, or the soil below the legs should not be loose and they should not be supported on the sloping rock surface or on a small boulder which may tilt during testing. Advance the borehole at the test location using the auger. To start with, advance the borehole for a depth of 0.5 meters and clear the loose soil from the borehole. Clean the split spoon sampler and apply a thin film of oil to the inside face of the sampler. Connect an A-drill extension rod to the split spoon sampler. Slip the 63.6 kilogram weight on the guide pipe assembly and connect the guide pipe's assembly to the other of the A-drill rod. The chain connected to the driving weight is tied to the rope passing over the pulley at the tripod head. The other end of the rope is pulled down manually or with help of mechanical winch by pulling the rope down. The drive weight guide pipe assemble, a drill rod, and the split spoon sampler will get vertically erected. A person should hold the guide pipe assembly split spoon sampler to the vertical with the falling weight lowered to the bottom of the guide's assembly. Now, place a straight edge across the bore touching the A-drill rod. Mark the straight edge level all around the A-drill rod with the help of the chalk or any other marker. From this mark, measure up along a drill and mark 15 centimeter, 30 centimeter, and 45 centimeter above the straight edge level. Lift the driving weight to reach the top of the guide pipes assembly travel and allow it to fall freely. The fall of the driving weight will transfer an impact load to the split spoon sampler, which drive the split spoon sampler into the ground. Again, lift the drive weight to the top of the travel and allow it to fall freely under its own weight from a height of 75 centimeter. As the number of blows are applied, the split spoon sampler will penetrate into the ground, and the first mark is 15 centimeter mark, for example, on the drill rod approaches the straight edge. Count the number of blows required for the 15 centimeter, second 15 centimeter, and the third 15 centimeter mark to cross down the straight edge. The penetration of the first 15 centimeter is considered as the setting drive, and the number of blows required for this penetration is noted but not accounted in computing penetration resistance value. The total numbers of blows required for the penetration of the split spoon sampler by second and third 15 centimeter is recorded as the penetration resistance or N value. After the completion of the split spoon sampler by 45 cm, pull out the whole assembly, detach the split sampler from a drill rod and open it out. Collect the soil sampler from the split spoon sampler into the sampling bag. Store the sampling bag safely with the identification tag for laboratory investigation. Advance the borehole by another 1 meter or till a change of soil strata whichever is early. The task is repeated with advancement of borehole till the required depth of exploration is reached or till the refusal condition is encountered. Refusal condition is said to exist if the numbers of blows required for the last 30 cm of penetration is more than 100. The test will be repeated in the number of boreholes covered the site depending on the building area, importance of the structure, and the vibration of the soil properties across the site. The standard penetration test value are presented either in the form of table or in the form of bore log data.